Dude.
I think that both of our characters are growing. They're probably not going to always be the same two teenagers that you see at the vending machine. We're kind of growing into our powers, we're growing into ourselves.
I'm just kind of filled with this rage and angst and resentment at the world that, you know, suddenly my life has just flipped upside down, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air style. He's like Anakin Skywalker, you know, like you never know. It's just like, ugh.
We can't take this risk, all right?
Then when do we fight? The X-Men, the Brotherhood, we don't even know if they exist anymore. Or we're getting picked off, one by one.
Thunderbird is one of the leaders of the mutant underground. And in our story, you have the Strucker kids and their family, and they're on the run. They're being persecuted, hunted by the Sentinel Services. But lucky for them, Thunderbird and crew.
Oh, it's actually Thunderbird and Friends too, isn't it?
Friends.
To Blair the show is Thunderbird and Friends.
And, you know, kind of take them under our wing.
Wings,
thunder wings, you know. Caw.
This is the story of two families.
Is everyone? Yeah, we're all here.
Who came together to protect each other.
As much as he would like to probably think that having made this decision to go on the run and to go off with his family and was the right thing to do, and that he probably feels like he's changed. There's going to be times in the season where he will definitely question his choices.
Dad puts people like us in jail.
In my experience, things change when it's your own kid.
Well, I mean, for the most part, I've just been, you know, I'm hunting them, they're running. It makes him a bad guy to them, you know what I mean? But I think in his mind, he's like the hero of this story, which, as we all know, is not the case. But it's kind of how I have to play it.
Feds are coming in. If it wasn't too hot before, it sure as hell is now.
So my character's name is Blink, Clarice, and she is on the run. She just escapes the mutant detention center. Our Blink is not used to these powers yet, and she usually uses them in fearful situations when she's in fear and she's trying to run. So she's still struggling with their power versus seeing Blink on the movie screens, like just flicking her wrist and opening portals. So it is very different.
To survive. This is our story.
I play Polaris, and she's in the comics. She's from 1968, 1969, and she was the second female X-Men ever. Oh, cool. But in our version, it's very similar. She is a very fierce, strong woman who is kind of a spitfire and does what she wants. She controls metal and electromagnetic fields and can fly using the metal she's wearing. And she's pretty much a badass, and she does what she wants. I think Polaris takes everything personal. When someone is wronged or something is unfair in the world, similar to another metal bending character from the comics and the films, Magneto, she feels like it's wrong, and she'll do anything to make it right, even if that means hurting someone else, which might not be the right thing, but it's what she thinks is right.
Mom, you know that's how it happens. It's moments of stress or danger. Dad talks about this all the time.
We all know about your father's work. I don't see how that makes you an expert.
Mom, I know because... How do you think we got out of that ship?
It's so fast-paced, and we jump into them actually needing me, despite not having superpowers, that I kind of have to accept that this is where I am and become part of the gang. She's struggling to find a way to sort of hold together the life she had before, kind of make some sort of normalcy to their time in the mutant headquarters, even though they're being surrounded by all of these people that she's not used to being around and situations that are so foreign from anything she's ever known. It's kind of one of those moments where she's been trying to hold it together and what's gonna happen.
This is a burden, yes, but it's also a gift.
I think that as the series continues, he doesn't need training anymore. He kind of figures out how to use his own powers, and he's figuring it out by himself too. He's kind of coming into this like little monster who like tries to take down everything.